Last season on Inside Georgia Basketball,
quickly out the man, 7 to shoot. Gaines with a step back three. Go! Oh, that was beautiful. Holy sweet. Tipped by Maton, gathered in by Gaines. Up ahead of Dirk! A running dunk by Nimmy! We'll work with that. Frazier. Oh, that's a good thing. That's a sweet thing. Frazier with a long three. Forte. Cam measures it. Hit a two-handed dunk. Hit a two-handed dunk.
Well, I'm excited for our players, number one, and I'm excited for the Dog Nation, number two. These kids have worked their tails off and made a lot of plays and faced a lot of adversity, and now we all get a chance to play in the big dance.
How about the dog? We dance!
you're watching Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox. After a stellar 2014-15 campaign, the Dogs return to the weight room and the gym to prepare for the upcoming season. The Dogs took a short break from practice to participate at the 2016 SEC tip-off.
SEC right now versus, I would say, even as recently as a couple of years ago?
I think the league has great depth. I think the quality of our depth has increased. There's a lot of really good teams. And obviously, John's team last year dominated the national scene. 2 years ago, Florida was the number 1 team in the country. And we've always had that one great team that drew a lot of attention. But I think now we have a lot of really good teams. I think the depth is a much greater quality than it's been in several years.
He will be.
We like our team. I think we've got an element of experience back that I like. We do have some guys to replace. I thought if we'd have stayed healthy last year, we could have made a great run. We just never were.
Very intense, but it also comes with a lot of teaching. We'll have different segments where we'll be high intensity, and we'll just stop practicing and we'll have a good teaching when we're done. That's a wrap. Just to see media day.
We out, man. Here we come.
Good, baby.
Stay tuned, because coming up next, we'll get Coach Fox's preseason outlook for his team.
This segment of Inside Georgia Basketball is brought to you by AT&T.
Let's go. Got to break the seal. Warm it up, warm it up, warm it up. Attaboy, Turtle, attaboy, Turtle. You got to hunt that shot, Yante. You got to hunt that shot.
Really for us, usually just as an athlete, cardiovascularly, after a day off, it's a little harder to get your body going. And so, breaking the seal really is just, finding your second wind, pushing yourself through that first day back after a day or two off. We really try and, push them through after a day off just to get ourselves back in a rhythm. And part of it's your body, the other part's your mind.
That's a way to run, Kenny. I like it, I like it. Run, good group. Nice, Turtle, nice fake, Turtle, nice play, nice play. How to give that up, Jimmy, how you drew the defender, give that up. Z-drill, let's go. Z-drill, one time, let's go. Z-drill, one time, we gotta break the seal, let's go. Come on, you're breaking the seal now, you gotta break the seal. Push yourself to crack through it now.
Every practice day can be different based upon your schedule, depending on where the games fall. Obviously, at some point during every day, there's a period of the practice in which we're trying to improve each individual player. There's an individual development piece and component in every practice. And so throughout the entire year and in a player's entire career, we want there to be a continuum of improvement. And the best way to do that is to work on specific things throughout each day. this is probably the most talented, freshman class just athletically that we've had, and but they have to understand that really they'll be measured at the end of their careers, and I think there's a diversity to this class. Obviously, Turtle Jackson's the point guard who we feel like is going to have a terrific career, but yet being a freshman point guard is like being a freshman quarterback. There's so much to learn and so many reads that you have to make that you didn't even know existed a year ago. Learning how to play with a shot clock, all the things that come into play to that position. But I think he's going to be a really good player for us. On the wing, Torian Wilridge is talented, but again, it's a big transition for him, learning to play with a shot clock, playing in a different scheme. But he's got length and athleticism and the ability to score the ball that we really like. And then I think all of us in college basketball, every football coach is hunting defensive linemen, every college basketball coach is hunting frontline players, and we've got two really good young frontline players in Derek Ogbede and Mike Edwards. And they're different, they complement each other well. And I think that Derek's injury, obviously, to start the year has set him back some. One day we'll catch up, but it's going to take us a little bit of time. But I think his power and his ability to rebound the ball is going to help us. And Mike Edwards, who's very versatile, has already shown that versatility and made an impact on our team. Charles Mann and Kenny Gaines have been very good players for us, and I think they've accomplished a great deal already in their careers. Really, I think the important part of their legacy is this season, and what kind of leadership will they provide to these young players, and can they take ownership of the team and the growth of the team, and really help these new guys develop and contribute, because if they can, that certainly will affect the result of their senior season. So Charles and Kenny, as good of players as they've been and will continue to be, there's another step for them as far as leadership, and that's what we need from them this season. Good practice today. We got better. After a couple days away, it takes you some time to get back in rhythm. You'll be amazed tomorrow how much easier it seems, okay? But you got your legs back underneath you, which was important. Keep your nose in those books. Keep your nose in those books. Final exams will be here before you know it. Keep your nose in the book.
Coming up next, a special night for a very special young man. You're watching Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox.
I want to welcome everybody. We've come a long way since our first preseason dinner 7 years ago. Those of you that were there weren't a lot of you, and we had it in the gymnasium. If you can remember that, it was like a family picnic, and I thought, well, we had a long way to go. And now we're at this beautiful Tate Center. We've got wonderful food in front of us, a great steak, and we have Chuck Dowler, so we're so glad. Mr. Kenny Gaines, a senior, and he looks a little bigger this year. He is a little bigger, putting on the coat. He's looking presidential. But Kenny he's had a very good career here. Kenny could become the 6th player in the history of the University of Georgia to play on 3 20-win teams. And if he does that, think about that. We've only had 5 players in 100 and some years play on 3 20-win teams. Marcus Thornton was the 5th. If Kenny does it, JJ will do it also, as will the rest of them. And so Kenny has been a big part of the resurgence of our program, and he's going to leave here with a degree in housing, and it's been certainly a joy to coach you. Mr. Turtle Jackson. Turtle's a pre-business major, Went to Athens Christian High School. But Turtle's a very talented young man, and we're very excited that he's chosen to stay home, and he's off to a very good start. And it's different, you know, being a point guard or being a quarterback at this level is very hard. There's so much to learn. There's so many schemes. There's a shot clock he's never had before. I mean, life is extremely different than it was in high school. And he's going to make a great transition. It may take him a little time, but Turtle, we're excited that you're here, and you're going to have an outstanding career at Georgia. I got one more. Where's Brandon Young? Brandon Young. And Brandon, just stand in front of Chuck right there. They're Yonte. They can see over it. I wasn't going to make any short jokes about Brandon. You know, he grew up in a family that loves the University of Georgia, and he grew up much like Houston, bleeding red and black. You know, he really did. But what I love about BY, and I think our players would say the same thing, is Brandon Young epitomizes everything that a Georgia Bulldog should be. Now, he's a great student. He's a wonderful person. He is a terrific player. He is the best teammate. Would everyone agree? The best teammate on this team. And so, because of all that, BY, I think we should just give you a scholarship tonight. Take some tears after your eyes. You earned it, buddy. You earned it.
Coming up next on Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox.
We just felt like it was a chance for him to be rewarded for the efforts that he's given our program and the role that he has on our team, to give him a scholarship.
You're watching Inside Georgia Basketball with head coach Mark Fox.
Brandon Young is he's a winner in every way. He's a great leader. He's extremely smart. He's been a terrific practice player for us, and essentially he's played 2 or 3 positions. He's always the first guy in the gym, one of the last guys to leave. He's continued to improve his game while he's been here and become a real important part of our team. And we just felt like it was a chance for him to be rewarded for the efforts that he's given our program and the role that he has on our team, to give him a scholarship. And it was neat to see the reaction of his teammates, because he's a big part of what we do, and will remain. I think will remain a big part of it. Well, I think this group, because every group starts anew, we want this group to maximize what we're capable of. I think that we want to be a team that has a chance to play for something, when the season nears its end. We've got a lot of growth and work in front of us for that to happen. But for us, I think the one thing is if we'll work to maximize the abilities that we have, then hopefully we'll be in that position. And hopefully the Bulldog Nation and everyone will be proud of the effort these kids put forth. But it is a process, and it's a hard process. It's not complicated some days, but it's hard every day. And hopefully our group can fight forward and continue to become closer and closer to reaching that potential.
All right, so get a technical foul. Are we growling?
I'm growling. We got it, whatever.
All right, that's great. Thank you.
All right, okay, so next up is...
Lifting his eyebrows.
Was the night before the tournament, and all through the courts, not a layup was made for a 3-pointer or so.